Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're cracking open a really profound piece of an ancient text.
Indeed.
We're jumping into the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 1, shloka 5. It's from Arjuna's anguish.
That section, yeah.
Now, it might just look like a list of names at first glance, but our mission really is to dig deeper, to find the surprising lessons hidden there.
There's quite a bit packed in.
Okay, let's unpack this. Maybe start with the immediate context.
Yep.
Where does this verse actually sit?
Absolutely. So the person speaking here is Sanjaya. He's narrating the whole scene to the blind king Dhritarashtra.
Ah, okay.
And this specific shloka comes right before the huge battle, the Kurukshetra war. Sanjaya is basically listing out some of the heavy hitters on the Pandava side.
Setting the stage for the king.
Exactly. Painting a picture of the forces arrayed against Dhritarashtra's sons. It really builds the tension.
And like I said, it's not just, here are some warriors. The details are quite specific, aren't they?
They are.
The source material mentions Dhrishtaketu. He's called a mighty king, the commander even.
Right, the commander. That's important.
Then there's Chekitana, a distinguished Maharathi. What exactly does Maharathi mean again?
A Maharathi is considered an exceptional warrior, someone capable of fighting like thousands of opponents single-handedly. A top-tier fighter.
Wow, okay. And the King of Kashi, described as valiant and mighty.
Yes, another significant ally.
Then it gets almost personal. Purujit, identified specifically as Kunti's brother.
That family connection.
And Kuntibhoja, the king who actually raised Kunti. And finally, Shaibya, an excellent and brave warrior. So why these guys? Why this list?
Well, that's where we get into the deeper meaning, the Taparya, as you mentioned. What's fascinating here is it's not just a military roll call.
Okay.
It's a statement. It shows that numerous kings, great warriors, souls dedicated to righteousness, actually rallied together to protect dharma.
So it's about the why they're fighting, not just the who.
Precisely. Think about Dhrishtaketu as commander. Signifies leadership and purpose. And it mentioned Kunti's brother, Purujit and Kuntibhoja. That underlines the deep personal bonds. These aren't just hired swords. They're fighting out of loyalty, family, for a cause they believe in, against dharma, unrighteousness.
Right, standing against unrighteousness with real resolve.
Unwavering resolve. That's the key, even though the Pandava army might have been, smaller.
Yeah, that's often pointed out.
They were aligned with dharma, with truth, loyalty, and this powerful spiritual presence.
It's interesting because, practically speaking, numbers often do seem to matter in conflict. Does the Gita just dismiss that?
That's a fair question. It's not saying numbers mean nothing.
Yeah.
But if we connect this to the bigger picture, this shloka really emphasizes that the ultimate victory, especially in a righteous struggle, isn't guaranteed by sheer force alone.
It's more about the quality of the commitment.
Exactly. The strength of truth, that unwavering resolve we talked about. The Pandavas had that inner strength, that alignment with what's right. And the Gita suggests that can be the truly decisive factor, even against seemingly overwhelming odds.
So what does this all mean for us, for you listening?
Well,
it seems the lesson is about courage, doesn't it? Just like Dhrishtaketu and Shaibya stood up for dharma, maybe you can think about moments in your life, times where you need to stand firm against something unjust or, stand up for what you believe in.
Could be anywhere.
At work, maybe. Or in your community. Sometimes it's that moral courage, that inner resolve, that's the real strength, not just outward power.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It reframes how we think about strength, doesn't it? The Gita isn't just some dusty old book.
No, definitely not.
It's really a living guide, a vision for tackling life's battles, big or small. It pushes us to look past the surface, past the names, the numbers.
To the deeper truths.
Yes, to grasp those empowering truths that shape our actions and ultimately the outcomes. It's an invitation, really, to cultivate that inner clarity, that courage, because that's often more powerful than anything else.